Hey guys, T Kearney here. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about change and fear of change, if you like. We all kind of build, shall we say, build our lives and build the things around us to kind of support where we are at this time in our lives, if you like. And one of the things that's really kind of come up for me in the last couple of days is holding on to things from the past and not knowing why. So one example of this was like in the past year, I lost a lot of weight, and I'm kind of like the fittest and healthiest I've probably ever been at this stage. But a lot of the clothes that I had in my wardrobe, like I had a really nice suit there that I really liked, which is too big for me and doesn't fit. I have lots of, I had like 8 or 10 shirts there that were really nice shirts. But I was holding on to all of these things. All of these were in the wardrobe. And they were there, and none of them fit me. And if I put them on, I won't feel good because they don't fit properly, and I don't look good in them. And that essentially, when you kind of start out in business or moving forward with things, that essentially it's the same thing. So going back to kind of losing weight was that some of the reasons for not losing weight would be like, well, I have to change my diet, I have to start shopping differently, I have to exercise. And then when I lose weight, I'm going to have to buy a load of new clothes. You can use all those as negatives. But then the other side of that is you can use all those as positives as well. That it can be the same thing, kind of saying like, well, won't it be exciting that when you lose all the weight, that you can throw out all the clothes that don't fit you anymore and you can buy nice new clothes that fit you and you feel good in. But it's the same thing with most people in business, whether you work for somebody else or whether you run your own business. That essentially if you're looking at all the things you have right here and right now that are built up as a result of the way you've lived your life up till now, as a result of the work you put in up till now, it's quite easy to get stagnant and to just be afraid of doing new things. And that this kind of is like our brain's way of telling us that it keeps you safe, but that it also stagnates you and keeps you where you are. So if you actually start looking at new things and whatever it is, where you want to go, the whole thing is that once you come up with a new goal, whether it be a new car or X amount of money to earn or going on a certain holiday or asking a certain person out or whatever it is, that once you come up with that goal, you'll immediately feel uncomfortable. And the reason you'll feel uncomfortable is because you have to do something different than what you've been doing till now. And that when you actually start to do those things, it can be quite terrifying, if you like, because essentially you'll go, I have to do this and this and all of these different things, so it's too big and you'll get overwhelmed and you won't know what to do. So this happened to me during the week, and I've just brought it back to now of anything that I want to do. You look at the end goal and you look at what's one thing you can do today towards that. And it doesn't have to be one thing towards every single goal every single day. It can just start today with one goal, whether it be your work, your personal life, your fitness, whatever it is. And that if you bring it back to that, like for me it was like, well, how do I get to the top of Google? And then you kind of go, well, I have to do a blog, a video, Twitter, Facebook, lots of these things. But when I do that, essentially I just kind of go, I don't know if I can do all that. And then I don't do anything. So when you bring it back to a basic level of what's one thing I can do towards that? Write a blog, create a video. So today, let's create a video. And then you get to do that, you get to put it up, and you give yourself a pat on the back going, you did something towards your end goal. Obviously, the more of those things you can do in the quicker time frame, the faster you'll get there. But the whole point I'm trying to make to you today is that we're wired to keep ourselves safe and to keep ourselves where we are. Because anything we've done till now that has ended up with us not being dead is the brain's way of, that's what they use as their filing system. So the brain will go back and say, well, you survived this before, so that's obviously the best way to go through it again. It doesn't mean it's the best way. It doesn't mean you can't find better ways. But essentially that's kind of the memory banks of the brain saying this is one way that we went through a certain thing and we survived it. And the more ways you can find of doing things and surviving them, if you like, then the better ways you can find of actually doing the thing and the happier you'll be. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Just take a chance, do something new today, do something different. It doesn't have to be world changing, but it just has to be something slightly different. Because every time you do something slightly different, your comfort zone expands and you'll feel uncomfortable, but then after a little while, that just becomes your comfort zone. So take one new thing today, have a go at it, see how you get on. And essentially, most of the time, you'll just do something. It won't make that much of a difference either way. But the more times you do this, and the more you ingrain that habit of doing something new each day, the more progress you'll make and the quicker you'll get wherever it is you want to go. So today, all the clothes that I have here that don't fit me anymore, they're all going to the charity shop today. So it means I end up with a very empty wardrobe, but it also means that it's the start of new things. It's the start of new things, and I get to move forward and I get to buy nice new things that fit me and I feel good in. So that's it for today, guys. Talk to you soon.